Alright, g'day guys, welcome back. As always, showcases with real-time defense stats will be shown in this video. With the Breakers having their kind of like collaboration stream with a few of the other Dragon Ball games, Dokkan released a wallpaper, as you saw at the start of the video there. It's kind of spoiling, to be honest, the fact that the Breakers would be having a Dragon Ball Super Broly movie theme for their first anniversary. So congrats to them. I wouldn't mind picking up that game at some point in time. I haven't heard the greatest things, but if you have played it and you've got things to say, please let me know in the comments below. It's something I wouldn't mind giving a shot, especially even to stream it. Would be kind of fun, especially with some of you if you play it. But obviously to commemorate that, we've brought, well, I wanted to bring a Dragon Ball Super themed, Dragon Ball Super Broly themed team entirely. I opted to come into this event because Red Zone Broly was giving me a hard time, and I ended up tooling around the team comp and ended up with just a Power Beyond Super Saiyan with different leaders. I wanted to bring my Rainbow Gods, obviously in theme of Dragon Ball Super Broly, their brand new best linking partner who also leads Power Beyond Super Saiyan in this version of Goku and Vegeta, who fuse into Vegito, just released on both versions during the Worldwide Celebration probably a couple of months ago now. Bardock is on the team basically because he's not a support for Power Beyond Super Saiyan, he's a support for Super Class, but he gets that extra super attack for being with Power Beyond Super Saiyan allies on the team. So I wanted to bring him along. I think he's a good unit. I wanted to see kind of what his defense stats would be like, considering he gets that 100% on Super, which makes it very difficult to kind of anticipate what defense stat he would be at without seeing it on screen. Which is very similar to actually back on theme, the STR LR Gogeta. He also gets 100% defense on Super as well. So his defense stat, you probably noticed in some of the Ultimate showcases that I do like this with defense stats showing of Tech Vegito, who is designed obviously very, very similarly. 100% on Super is a lot, and it really changes from that start of turn defense that you see. Now I'm going to throw him in slot 1 here despite the type disadvantage, so he will take a fair bit of damage in that first attack, but I think he should be fine for the rest, primarily because I don't necessarily care about key for him, but I wanted to make sure I got 24 with the 8th anniversary Z Duo there. They won't get their extra defensive buff in their passive for being in slot 2 or 3. They get that in slot 1, but they should, I think from memory, they triple super here. And so does Gogeta, so his defense stat being at 570k there, second super, is pretty solid. That gets him past most normals, and 660, I mean, that's the rare triple super that you see. And you'll notice if you go back to some of the other videos with Vegito, he gets a little bit higher. However, in those rotations, he had a bit of support, plus the Brainiac's link, which is a key difference. That Brainiac link is like 20% defense. Considering he has the multiplier on super, they really, really work well together. And there you go. Their additional super, by the way, the little icon floats higher up on the screen. You'll notice in later phases it actually gets hidden a little bit. So if you don't see the defense stat as long as you might hope in those super attacks later on, that's simply why I couldn't really edit over them. But the triple super there means they're going to be looking very, very healthy, or as healthy as possibly could be, I guess, in their second appearance. The 4 supers is the maximum, but at 55% you kind of don't expect that so much. It is possible, obviously, with the default 5 additional, but yeah. And then for the other TURs on the team, we've just got Gogeta, who obviously again is in theme to the Dragon Ball Super Broly kind of anniversary theme that Breakers is going for. And then God Goku is he's just that guy. He really is. We're pretty key hungry, and we were fortunate in the first appearance with the tech gods that even though we didn't get to the 20 key threshold, we still got an additional. So they're still kind of running on par of what you would expect them to if they got the guaranteed one from their passive but no hidden potential. It kind of trades off like that. But to kind of maximize everyone, we need to make sure that we're getting 18 key with these guys. Again, like of anyone here, the additionals are less crucial for the AGL gods, but then again also we're going to take shots at the back there, so we need to make sure that we're guarding and doing additionals with God Goku. So I figured I'd prioritize Ki for him over the tech gods. But Sorry, was it 490k defense? I think that said. Their defense won't increase from one super to the next, by the way. They get that one stack on 18 key, and that is it. So yeah, every additional will see them remain the same, but they also have I think it's 20% damage reduction, so they're pretty good. Plus the dodge, obviously, as well, which is 50% chance in slot 1. And then the gods, 360. See, their biggest downfall is that they don't have anything on super attack. So to give you a little bit of insight onto how defense stacking works, 400, that's not too bad. It's high, it's still 4 stacks for them, which isn't typical going into blues. But yeah, basically the reason that the 100% on super that Bardock has, for example, is so meaningful is because there's like 2 phases to passive calculations. There's like start a turn and on super attack. That also multiplies into the super attack effect, also multiplies into the links. So when you've got kind of all 4 of them rising at 80, so if you had like 80 points to give, you give 20 across all of them rather than 100% in one single kind of point, I guess is a better way to explain it, but we're dodging. And this God Goku is crazy. I love him so much. We're getting both blue Gojitas out here, so this will be quite interesting. I'm actually going to float the LR. Kind of a waste of the dodge, I guess, that he gets guaranteed in the first turn, considering it becomes 70% if he's in slot 3 later. But I want to bring him around to meet up with Vegito, who we're likely, as long as we take a little bit of damage, I guess, we will see Vegito blue next turn from the friend unit. So he'll still get, 6 out of 7 links, I think, in slot 3 from the TUR there. I think the TUR will have every link because he has prepared for battle. So this will be 7 out of 7 links for the TUR, which is going to be interesting. No support, and he's not on the 200% leader from the tech gods. So he's getting, 370% leader, basically. It's not a dual 200, but they jump. They get that extra defense for being in slot 1. It's 100% in phase 1 of the passive, apparently, according to Proton. So I hope I got that right. But that's why they didn't crack, I don't think, 400k last turn. They're kicking off at 600k, and that's why. Plus the greatly stack on 18 key, and this is their 6th super. So they're looking very pretty. If we see them again, we will probably be able to use the standby, I think. I think theirs is based on attacks, whereas the GT duo is based on hits taken. I could be wrong about that. I haven't memorized them completely. I have the GT duo, I just haven't the other one, the Z duo, because I want to use him more, and that's why I brought him on this team. I just think they're a really fun unit. They look really good. They do a lot of good, but yeah, I don't often get to use them in some of the harder stages the way they're designed these days. Okay, we'll definitely be fusing with Vegito next turn, which is good. 300k, but you watch it skyrocket because he greatly raises. So 50% he's getting, and then he's got it jumped by 170k. So, and that's because of that build up, which happens in phase 2 of the passive. So it's kind of like, it's just crazy what he does. So the next super attack that you'll see will be his 4th attack, which is what he needs to fully build up. So the defense stat you'll see will be his full, because I apply it to be like, if anything happens after this is the defense that he will be at. So even though it's the 4th attack to activate it, I'm showing it activated. I'm not sure if that's the right thing to do, but I think it makes the most sense to me, at least. So we're getting all the transformations out this turn. Now keep in mind that Vegito's 50% support from his 18 key super attack, 50% defense support, that goes on to the super attack multiplier, not phase 2 or phase 1 of the passive. So it does calculate a little bit differently to standard support that you'd see in someone like Bardock, for example. But here's these animations, and they're that crisp. I love them. I can understand a little bit of criticism towards them for the Goku and Vegeta portion, like prior to the active skill. Everything from the moment that pops, though, everything is just so clean with this guy. I love it. It's interesting seeing it kind of with that red aura too. It gives it that different vibe from the God's enemy there. We won't use the active skill. We'll aim to get it next turn so we can hopefully see that like what is it, 6 super attacks or something that he can do. It's just nuts. We want those rainbow orbs for the gods so they can dodge. They're not going to get to 18 keys, so there'll be no guaranteed additional super. But we'll see what they get to anyway. And it won't be a massively raised. Actually, it will technically be the same defense as what it would be after their 18 key super because of the support that Vegeto's offering. He basically makes their greatly raise a massively raise. That's essentially how his support works. Bang. 2, and he's at 800k after his second super here. No support, I don't think. No, other than his own, obviously. But yeah, that's very, very powerful. And they're at 4.87. So that's what they would be after their after their 18 key if Vegeto wasn't on turn with them. They don't get the additional, but they're getting the dodges, which is... Oh, no, they're not. They'll have to... Yep, we needed that. I reckon they probably would have come close to dying. 460 is... Yeah, like... He's a guy I really wanted to bring for this reason. Like, 460k is not bad. 540k? Like, that's jumped by 90k. Obviously, he's got that support from Vegeto, but I think that's pretty solid. Considering he's pumping out... I mean, he didn't fully tank, but close enough. You know what, I might try and get a stack or 2 more with the Z duo just for the fun of it, before we pop that standby. I would like to see their attack stat here, but I think God Koku might finish. 4.7k, so this is his 3rd super. He doesn't get any more as they go along other than the stacks, obviously. But his attack will rise after this super. So we do get the additional here, spoiler alert. So you'll notice his attack stat will actually be really, really high compared to the last one. Yeah, see, look, he's up at 8 with 600k, just shy of 600k defense. 50% support, guard. Like, what else do you want him to do, really? I mean, honestly, he's just missing a little bit of that, like, built-in offensive kind of capabilities. Like, he's not effective versus all types, or he doesn't have built-in crits. So if anything was ever going to hold him back, that would probably be it. But then you can just turn him into a rock because he gets walled out anyway. So we've got 24 key. This is going to be powerful. It's going to be real powerful. Unfortunately, we healed up too much for Vegeto, so he can't get the active skill. We want to keep those rainbow orbs, as mentioned last turn, for the dodge of the gods. Everyone's going to be at 24 key here because Gogeta will get his on super. Dodge again? Yeah, we're dodging. 8.2 with 700k. He had 50% damage reduction prior to attacking there, so, you know, he was already probably solid enough as it is, but, you know, he's got 20% damage reduction and 50% chance to dodge. 800k defense, or 840. He's gone up by 140k per super here. Bang. Oh, he's going again. 980k. Look at that, nearly a million defense. 20% damage reduction, 50% chance to dodge. And just the cleanest animations you'll see this year. 1.1. Like, it's not 1 anymore, he's in the decimals. 1.1 million. Just madness. Effective versus all types as well. And that's kind of what I was talking about with God Goku. You know, he's got all the tools, but Vegeto's just got that effective 13 mil. Like, that never... When you're up at 13 mil damage, like, just straight up, knowing there's additionals coming as well, it just never fails to amuse. 10 mil, 750k as your additional. He's got it in him for 4, by the way. 11. He's pushing a million defense as well. All crits because he's 24 key. 12 mil, 10 mil. 12 million damage, 1 million defense. As easy as you like. All crits. We're going to one-turn this. And then the gods here will probably finish this off, I'd say. At 8 mil with 660k defense. I'm not 100% sure of their dodge chance there. Let us know in the comments below. But that's... yeah, that's as good as it gets, really. This team is fun. Really, really fun. Like I said, let me know what you think of the team and the layout. A little bit of a revamp to the overlay there. If you're a Breakers player, let me know what you think of the game. I wouldn't mind joining you if the reviews are positive. Thanks for watching, guys. Got plenty more showcases on the way. Make sure you subscribe to see more. Like them if you enjoyed them. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.